What's up, you sassy sons of bitches? I get to do a video today that I've been waiting to do for like a week now. It's a band that is newer to me that I just got into recently. Like, I've known about them for a while, but a lot of times bands, it's like I have to hear them. I think I heard this like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago when I was at my parents' house, extremely distracted. So, it didn't really sink in. And then my friend Brendan posted a link of the pre-order. There's like a single or whatever released for the new album. And I was like, how the fuck did I sleep on this band for this long? Not only is it good, but they might actually end up being like one of my, I don't know if I have like a top 20 bands ever kind of thing, but these guys are pushed up there, and I'm going to explain why. So this new album, it's new to me at least, just arrived in the mail yesterday. It is called Dim and Slime-Ridden Kingdoms, and the band is called Slugdge. Now I know it's like really confusing because of the letters here, but it's Slugdge, so it's like luggage but with s on the beginning. Slugdge, and it's all about slugs. All the music is about slugs, slug monsters and slug mythology and slugs. That's what the music is about. And if you look at the art, like, there's so much attention to detail in so many ways of this band. Like, most of their covers that I've seen so far have been, they look at least to be hand painted with all of their crazy slug mythology and shit on them here. Like, here's a slug king guy, and then this slug is eating a shark for some reason, and that's awesome because if he can fuck up a shark, he's probably a pretty badass slug. And anyway, this arrived in the mail, and this was awesome too. As you've seen in my other videos, I'm usually rocking colored vinyls, and this is no exception. Look at this. It's like shitty swamp green with black swampy chunks in the vinyl itself. It's a really cool, appropriate color combination for a band that has very swampy stuff. Now, it's one thing to be like, this is what they're doing if it were a gimmick, but the actual content within is what really sets this apart. Now, I look up information on Slugdge, and they're listed as a death doom band, and I find that really odd because I've listened to this band for like non-stop almost a week now. I've familiarized myself with all of the material. I literally went and grabbed every album they made. Like, I went and got all of their albums on Bandcamp and then ordered this, and I've got the new one pre-ordered. So I got everything they put out at this point that I could get a hold of. And it's not just death doom. I mean, there's definitely death and doom in there, but like, they don't ever stick to a genre. And it's really interesting because there are parts of another album, Gastronomicon, which to me almost sound like a trippy Amon Amarth. And then you have this one, Dim and Slime-Ridden Kingdoms, which it all kind of has their style. It's a Slugdge style, but it's kind of different, and I don't know how to explain it other than they seem to be using all the different subgenres of, I guess, what's called extreme metal. Like, there's a little bit of melodic death in there, there's a little bit of doom in there, there's a little bit of sludgy stuff in there, there's straight death metal in there, there's clean vocals in there. So it's like they're painting a painting, but they're using all of the colors. That's really the only way I know how to describe the sound. If you are a fan of extreme metal in general, then there's no reason you're not checking this out, because there's a little something for everybody. And it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but everyone I've showed it to that listens to the different genres of music liked it. I've got friends who couldn't give a rat's ass about melodic death metal that like this. I've got friends who only like tech death who got a lot out of this. There's a little something for everybody in this. But yeah, I cannot wait to hear the new album that's coming out, because the new single I heard is everything that's in this, but it's like cranked up a notch. To me, it sounds like it's a little bit clearer. I don't know much about production, but I guess maybe the production has gone up. I'm probably saying the wrong thing. The solos sound better, the clean vocals sound better, the harshes sound better. Everything that's good about this band has cranked up, and that gives me excitement for the longevity of this band, because a lot of bands like Avatar, for example, from Sweden, they put out like one album that just blew me away, and then did a bunch of other shit that was like way different, and then it was like, okay, well, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know this band. But Slugdge seems to be able to steadily evolve in their sound moving forward while keeping what makes them special. So you're probably going to hear a lot more from me about this band. Get hype about this fucking band. I have a feeling when that new album drops that their name is going to be on a lot of people's mouths, because it definitely will be on mine. So once again, this album is called Dim and Slime Ridden Kingdoms. In the link, I'm going to post probably like an audio track off YouTube and a Bandcamp link where you can purchase, as I usually do. Check this shit out. Don't waste any time. This album is fucking awesome.